Hello everyone, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL. In this session, I'm going to discuss you the types of contract that is very much important for the examination point of view. Okay, let's discuss types of contract. First of all, I would like to highlight a very important thing, that's the formula of contract. And I think you people know offer plus acceptance is equal to promise plus consideration is equal to agreement plus law enforceability is equal to contract. So this is the definition of contract, okay? And please learn this formula because this is very much important for the examination point of view also. Okay. Done class. So now I'm going to discuss you today a very important topic, that is the types of contract. Okay, so please listen this topic. So the contract on the base of validity, there are valid contract, void agreement, void contract, voidable contract, illegal agreement, unenforceable contract. Done. Now based on extent of execution, so we have executed, executory, okay, that's it. And executed, executory, that is divided unilateral and bilateral. I will tell you the things, okay? Then class, based on formation, we have express contract, implied contract, quasi contract, tacit contract, e-contract. So these are the contract that I'm going to discuss you in this session, in the today's session. Okay, so that's why please listen it carefully. Okay, because this session is going to be a very important session. Okay, so now let's discuss what exactly this contract is. Okay, so see, on the base of formation, so we have a express contract. Express is basically that is stated in the words, spoken, written. Example, a written employment contract. Exactly. So express class, what is express? Suppose Nikkita ma'am is teaching you. She is expressing her view in front of you in written, in oral way. So this is what express contract. Is that okay? Suppose if you people are purchasing the things, that is called contract, that is express contract. Okay, so the best example, this one, express. Suppose if you want to purchase a property, you have just given the price, contract is done, that is called express. So express means oral and written. And C class, oral contract is also valid contract. Okay, that's cool. Done class. So this is called as implied, formed by action and conduct. Suppose class, in railway station, someone came and just polish your shoe. Someone came and just polish your shoes. What is this? This is called implied contract. What is this? This is called implied. That is formed by action and conduct. See, taking a bus, you are expected to pay the fare. Taking a bus, you are expected to pay the fare. Exactly. In bus, we just sit. and then after we just give the money. So what is this? This is called implied contract, a best example. In Domino's, in ATM is also the best example of implied contract. We just go to the ATM, insert the card, the money will come. So what is this? This is called implied contract. Cool. And what is quasi contract? Quasi is basically, first of all, that is half. What is quasi? Quasi is basically the half. Okay. So I'm just giving you the example. Okay. So the best example I always give in the quasi contract is your pizza example. So what is pizza example? Suppose Nikkita ma'am order pizza and by mistake my delivery boy give the pizza to my neighbor. My neighbor just ate all pizza. So in that case, what will happen? So when I just call the Domino's, he say that ma'am, I already just given the pizza. Then I come to know that my neighbor had eaten the pizza. So what is this? This is called quasi. So now that person have to come in my, have to pay or give me the pizza. So this is called quasi contract. So this is not a real contract imposed by law to avoid the unfair gain. Paying for goods deliver you by mistake. So this is also the best example of what? Quasi contract. Is that okay, the class? So quasi is, we can say, initially no intention to enter into the contract, right? Initially, but later on enter the contract, but later on enter into the contract. That's it. Okay. So this is the best example. Done, class? So on the basis of formation, this is the types of contract. Now, on the basis of performance, okay? First is executed. What is ED? That is a past tense. So executed means that the both party in the contract have fully performed the contract. Okay? Suppose buying a drink and paying immediately. This is called executed. So executed, both party have already done the performance. Okay. Now executory, that is the future one. Terms yet to be performed. So executory means future contract. The best example, suppose if you want to purchase car in Holi. So that is the best example of executory contract. Okay. So 1 year gym membership is also the example of executory contract. Cool. Now, what is unilateral? Unilateral contract, offer accepted by performing the act. It means, see, unilateral means in my language, one party already performed the act. This is called unilateral. Bilateral, both party have to perform the act. This is called bilateral. So bilateral, both party exchange promises. Example of unilateral, reward for finding the lost phone. Exactly. Suppose you just found a lost phone of Mukesh sir, and now the Mukesh sir have to give the reward. This is called the unilateral. And bilateral, seller promises to deliver goods, buyer promises to pay. So this is called bilateral. So I think on the basis of performance, this is one of the easy types of contract you people know. Please just quickly revise. Done. Okay, on the basis of performance. Now class, on the basis of enforceability. So guys, we have done valid one. Let's understand each one in a very simple language. Valid contract, section 10. Let's talk about the valid contract, okay, which meets all the legal requirement. Done. The formula that I have just sent you, that is offer plus acceptance is equal to promise plus consideration is equal to agreement plus law enforceability is equal to contract. So this is the what formula of contract. Okay, a proper signed house sale agreement, that is a valid contract. Okay, so this is clear to all of you. Now what is void contract? Void contract initially valid but later on void. That is the best example. देखो, was valid but become unenforceable later. See, contract to export the goods to a country. Right now, this is valid, but later now bans the import. So later now, if the ban imports, so this is called a void contract. So in void contract, initially the contract is valid, but later on it's become the void. There is a one word, void agreement. So what is void agreement? Void agreement means from initially it is void. Initially it is void. This is called void agreement. Okay. So void contract. Okay. Now what is voidable contract? Voidable contract means if any contract is done by fraud, coercion, undue influence, misrepresentation. So if one party is doing any one of the four things, in that case the opposite party have right to breach the contract. So this is called voidable contract. Suppose if Nikkita ma'am with a gunpoint just say to Neha ma'am, give me your property, otherwise I will shoot you. Neha ma'am just sign all the document of property to Nikkita ma'am. So in that case, Neha ma'am, your all property is now me. Now later on you will go to the court and file the case. So this is the example of this one. Okay, so voidable contract, enforceable only at the option of one party, contract signed because of pressure and threat, that is example. Cool. What is illegal? The object and purpose of the contract is unlawful. Agreement to sell the stolen good, that is the best example of illegal. Illegal we can also say that is the prohibited by law. That is prohibited by law. That's it. Okay, now what is unenforceable? Valid but cannot be enforced due to the technical default. Suppose you people have just made the mortgage deed, okay, but in mortgage deed it is not stamped. So if it is not stamped enough, that is, stamp that is compulsory in a deed according to the Indian Stamp Act. If it is not stamped, this is called unenforceable. It means we cannot enforce it in front of the court. So if the technical default will cool, then it will be enforced. So see, an unstamped agreement where stamp is legally required, that is called unenforceable contract. Cool. Now, based on condition, contingent contract. So guys, first of all, the contingent contract depend upon the future uncertain. It means the valid contract depend upon the future uncertain event. Insurance pay only if accident occurs. See, that is the best example of contingent contract. See class. Done. What is conditional contract? Conditional which depend upon the conditions. Okay, suppose the builder gets paid only if the construction meet the specification. That is the best example. Okay, now what is fixed term contract? The fixed term contract in which we can say where the term is fixed. Suppose if I hire in my company a person only for the 2 year. Okay, so this is called a fixed term contract. Okay, and what is perpetual? Perpetual means no fixed end date, continue until the terminated. So a supply contract with no end date is the best example of this one, perpetual contract. Perpetual means that is a long lasting. See, that is the long lasting contract. Done. So this is the best example. So guys, that's all for today's class. So I hope so you people like this session, and this is my Telegram. You can please scan this. Okay, scan this barcode so that you can easily, ask the doubt anywhere, anytime. This is our new foundation batch for 2026. You can please come and join the session. So guys, right now we have our proper sessions for December exam, because right now we have our December exam. So right now you don't have a time to take the foundation batch, leave it. Crash course, lengthy one. So right now it's the time for revision batch and the case studies batch. Both batch are available in the session. Apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount in the case studies batch and the revision batch. Okay, so see, this is our case studies batch. Okay, click on this one, click on buy now, coupon code Y391, click on apply. If you apply, you can see the discount is 3499 is the actual price of the case studies batch. Proper questions are there. So if you want to enroll, apply the coupon code Y391 for the maximum discount in the case studies batch. Is that okay? Done? Then we also have a CAIIB Mahapack. In CAIIB Mahapack, you can see here for 3-month validity, for 13-month, okay, and for 24 months. So it's my recommendation to just take for no, not 2 year, 1 year is sufficient, because I know that you people can crack the CAIIB in single and the first step. So click on buy now, coupon code Y391, apply. See, the discount is 80%. So I think this is the best one, 7560. And for 1% more discount, you have to download the Adda app through mobile. Through mobile, if you purchase, you will get the maximum discount up to 81%. Okay. So guys, times are very less. So please be focused. Thank you so much.